3 things you can do to set a gratitude anchor.
And to create emotional stability for yourself, which is what I think we all long for, even though we might not quite fully comprehend what it actually is.
Exactly.
To be emotionally stable.
Well, it's without all those ups and lows, without the fear about doing certain things.
Anxiety, etc. So that's what we're going to be chatting about today in this week's episode of Get Real with the English Sisters.
Thank you so much for all your support and for listening and watching on YouTube too. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, so I think one of the best things to do when you want to become emotionally stable is to practice thinking about what is good in your life right now.
Yeah, but something concrete, and simple.
Something simple, yeah.
Yeah, like the cup of coffee that you're enjoying.
Exactly.
Or the lovely soft chair that you're sitting on.
Yeah. That there are these simple steps that you can do, like even in the morning, before you actually open your eyes, you can put your hand on your heart and think of 3 things that are going to be good or that are already good in your life.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be complicated things.
No, it can be like, I'm looking forward to getting up and having my coffee. That's what I think a lot of mornings.
But that is one of my number one thoughts. I'm going to have breakfast, and I love having breakfast. So breakfast for me is important. So I prioritize the time I'll need to have breakfast, and I look forward to everything about breakfast.
I always get up earlier.
On purpose. So I have the time. I can just go down in my dressing gown. I don't have to rush to get dressed. Or I sort of might partially do my makeup and then finish it off after breakfast. So there's a routine that I know is going to create emotional stability.
And calm, I think.
And calm, yes.
It sets you up for the day, doesn't it? It sets you up calmly instead of rushing around, at least for me.
And I'll do this even if I have a 6 a.m. Appointment somewhere. I'll get up earlier to be able to do that. Because I know that for me, it's one of my anchors, as to say.
Yes.
We can define these things like an anchor that's going to give you stability. Imagine the boat when it, not the boat, the ship, what does it do? It throws the anchor, doesn't it?
To stay in port.
To stay in port and to keep it stable. It doesn't want to be moving around and drifting off. No. It wants to be anchored. And so in the same way, you can create your own simple anchors that you know are going to be good for you, because the mind and the brain loves routine.
It does. And unfortunately, if you get into the routine of anxiety and fret, it'll go back to that. And so your first thoughts will be like anxious ones or fretful ones.
Yes, or depressing ones, pessimistic kind of thoughts that, oh no, what a yucky day it's going to be today. And oh, I hate today. I hate my life, blah, blah, blah. Don't know what to wear. Whereas if you set just 3 things, you hold on to them as anchors, then you can say, okay, right now I get up. There's something going to be good that's going to happen within the next, hour. And for me, that's my breakfast. And it could be a smile or a cuddle from a pet. It could be just such simple things, just preparing the mocha coffee for me, for example. That's my anchor as well, because I open the coffee pot. It's some slow motions that I repeatedly do, or you turn your coffee machine on, or you make your tea. I don't know, there are so many ways you can think about. For me, this morning, I thought of my 3 things, and I thought my coffee, my family is healthy at the moment, all of it, and my extended family too, so everybody is healthy and okay. They're okay. Everyone is okay. There are no dramas going on right now.
No.
And that's quite unusual.
There's always a drama.
Because there's always a drama, so I have to be very grateful for that. And then I thought, oh, this lovely duvet I've got on me, it's so warm and soft, and I'm grateful for that. And I know I'm going to have to leave it soon, but I'm grateful to be able to have it. And those were my 3 anchors.
I remember when we first got duvets.
Oh, they were
compared to blankets.
Yeah, blankets and sheets, nowhere near as good enough for me.
They were so soft.
They were it was like sleeping in a cloud.
I know.
And they weren't very common in the UK, were they?
They weren't. No. They weren't common at all.
So that's a stop, I think, or a phone. Right. So yes, no, they weren't common at all.
They were just simply a new thing that we weren't used to, weren't they?
No, we weren't. We never had them before. We'd never had this softness around us, this feeling like you were englobed in some kind of a cloud. It was just amazing. It was blanket and sheets, and the blankets.
This was just like one thing.
Yeah.
It just covered your whole body.
You'd be surprised at how it could actually keep you warm enough.
Yeah, it was so soft.
It was just amazing. I remember when, I think Mum bought us our first duvets when we were young.
Yeah, we must have been about 14 or something.
Oh, what a luxury. It felt so lovely. And, you know, not to have all of those, even though I know that some people do enjoy the heaviness of a blanket because it can make you feel safe and protected, and all that tucking in that a lot of parents and caretakers would do with children, which actually tuck in the blankets tightly. But you can still tuck in the duvet.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
You can tuck it around you. My husband always tucks it around.
Does he?
Loves it.
Does he tuck it around?
And I tried to get through to him. I said, leave a little opening so I can cuddle you.
I can just imagine him rolling himself up.
Tucks it under. He tucks it under his feet.
Incredible. So there are these kind of gratitude anchors are important, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just simple things. But I mean, you can go into going into a coffee bar, for instance, and it's lovely and warm. And you think, it's so warm in here. It's so lovely. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. A lot of our thankful. I'm beginning to see the pattern
I
here.
went for warmth.
Warmth and coffee.
Yeah, because the other day I went somewhere and it was freezing in there. And they said the heating had broken. I don't know if it had really broken or they were trying to save, but whatever.
They could have been trying to save. Yeah.
Whatever, it was freezing, and I thought, it's so cold in here, but. When you go into it, like now, yesterday I went into a really lovely warm place.
And it was beautiful.
And I thought, it's so lovely and warm in here. I'm so happy.
Happy, yes.
It's so warm.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be big things,
does
it?
It can just be throughout your day. I mean, obviously, in order to appreciate warmth, you have to experience cold. It's like life, isn't it?
Yes.
But when you have cold, if you're cold, but then you know that at some point you're going to be warm, it's more comforting, isn't it? And it stabilises you. If you're cold and you think, soon I'm going to be in a lovely warm place, or I'm going to put a warm coat on or a fluffy blanket around me.
Yeah.
It's going to make you feel better. So it's going to stabilise your emotions and take that, like the fear and the runaway thoughts away, because you're focusing your mind on something fixed.
Very simple, very easy, very... Nothing too complicated. So if family is a complicated thing for you and it's a source of anxiety, focus on something else, something that's very, very easy for you to stabilize yourself. Like what we were saying, the duvet, the dressing gown, the coffee, the next thing, things that you have in your life that make your life better and you might not even be aware of. But there are those small pleasantries, the small luxuries.
They are small, but they're very important to have these little luxuries in our life and these little anchors that we tie ourselves to.
Yeah.
So
I was actually reading a research about small luxuries, and it was that one about having fresh flowers in the home. So if you're not allergic, obviously, and you have and you treat, there was a research that said that people that had cut fresh flowers in their home, with as regards to people that didn't, were experience more moments of happiness as they looked at those flowers. So there is something to say about that. Even providing for yourself or saying, today I'm going to buy myself a small bouquet of tulips or a large bouquet, whatever you want, and I'm going to place them in my home. Actually, the research went as far as saying that even those that watched like videos on Instagram of other people decorating their home with freshly cut flowers had a boost increase. They had that dopamine hit. Incredible.
well, I can believe that because I bought some fake orchids the other day, and I put them in my kitchen amongst the real ones that haven't flowered, and these fake ones have flowered. And every time I look over, I say, "Oh, they look so beautiful," and I think, "Wow, that looks really nice." And it gives me a moment of, I suppose, gratitude and an anchor of gratitude to look over and just say the flowers. And my brain almost believes they're real because they look so real.
They look real.
So I believe I've tricked my brain into thinking they're real.
Yeah, and you've created a calm environment with things that are beautiful for your eye.
Like a little vignette.
They calm your eye, yes.
I think it's self-care in the end, isn't it? It's even if you go, because if you think about it, if you're going to go and buy flowers, first of all you have to think, I'm going to buy myself a bunch of flowers. Then you have to buy them. Then you have to take them.
You have to invest the money in them.
Then you put them in water in a pretty vase. Then you decide where you're going to put them in your house. So it's all these little steps of self-care, meaning that you're taking care of yourself and your emotions.
And that is a wonderful thing to do. And that is certainly advisable, and it does create that kind of emotional stability. So if you're feeling a bit down, it's not a bad idea to buy yourself some freshly cut flowers, man or woman, whoever you are.
Yeah, if you're not allergic, obviously. But also I was thinking another ritual for me, for example, is to put my makeup on in the morning. I really enjoy it, even though sometimes it's a bit laborious because there's all these creams and foundations and things. But in the end, it's a moment of reflection and of self-care and of beauty and of taking care of myself to look nice and presentable for the day, which in turn makes you feel good about yourself. And I think that people that you come across as well, they appreciate that kind of self-care that you've taken in like putting yourself together.
Well, it definitely sends a message to their eye.
Yeah.
Something pleasant.
Yes.
So it's not something, it's something, the colours. It's like a bit like the flowers, isn't it? You maybe chosen a lip colour or something, an eyeshadow. There is something that's obviously pleasant to the human eye. We like looking at nice, pleasant things.
We do.
So, whereas opposed to we have a repulsion towards looking towards things that are grotesque, and we naturally want to go away from them. So it's normal to like to look at colours and things that have been set up nicely. So everyone is pleased by that, even children. If you go to a baby and I used to notice it with my children, when I put my lipstick on, everything, hello. They would all seem to be really happy with it. Maybe it was a reflection of the mother smiling or whatever. I mean, it doesn't really make any difference when it's your own children, but maybe it does. I don't know. Do you remember with babies?
I think they like it, the makeup, because it's bright.
It's bright and colourful.
Yeah.
And so, yes, definitely worth looking into, I think, creating yourself some emotional.
Yes, like clothes
anchors.
As well. If you put a pretty blouse on or something bright on, it's going to make you feel good, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's just going to just change the way you feel about your day if you're wearing something nice or that you like. It doesn't have to be, fashionable or anything. It just has to be something that you have those anchors to. So, like maybe something nice and soft or, whatever.
Taking care of yourself, basically. Taking care of yourself and remembering at least 3 things every morning, I think. Some people do this at night as well, which is a good nighttime practice.
I think it's a good practice anytime.
Yeah, but you can just think about 3 good things that happen to you before actually deciding. You might be watching a film or whatever. When you finish everything, you say, right, now I'm going to sleep. There's three good things today. Okay, my little dog, my little cat, whatever, I played with them, or I had a little bit of fun. My partner, a hug, a smile. What that does is that the next day, in that you're going to actually be consciously looking for good things to think about when you go to bed. So that increases the kind of behavior that if you want to get a cuddle from your partner, you will probably go towards your partner and show more affection. You'll do something that's going to make you have a memory for the evening. So it's a really good practice to get into. Sometimes I forget about it myself, but talking about it today will reinforce it again.
It's obvious you're going to forget.
I forget, yeah. Sometimes I forget to think about these things. There's also another one which it said you could send yourself an email. So just send yourself to your own email address 3 things you're happy about in the evening, and the next morning it'll be the first email you'll read. Yeah. It's quite surprising, actually.
It is nice as well, but I think that does connect you to work a bit much.
Well, yeah, you could do it to your personal email. But yeah.
Just send yourself a text.
Well, you can send yourself a text, yeah. I didn't feel as if it was connected to work when I read it, because I used my other email and it was fine. When I got it,
it made me feel as if it was a bit like work.
Writing it was a bit like work. Yeah, obviously you don't have to do that. Some people like journaling. You can write it in a journal, which is really pretty
that's good. I think that's nice.
That's like a bit retro, isn't it? Almost,
Well,
nowadays.
you have to. It's a physical, isn't it? It's a physical thing. It's
right.
It connects your brain, doesn't it, to your hands, which
we
is very
used
good.
to write a diary for so many years. We wrote a diary.
I know.
That was our mum. She used to say, it's really important for you to write a diary every night.
Well, it was journaling.
It was journaling. But I would say, what do I write in it? She said, just write whatever you did today, whatever. So at the beginning, it used to be very factual. I went to school, then I had my tea, I had breakfast, and then eventually I think I started to get the hang of it. My best friend came and we had fun, and so it's really cute to read it now. Or I had French lesson. I hate my French teacher. And it was all kind of these things, and you start expressing your emotions.
You do, don't you?
I think that's obviously one of the reasons why.
I always felt that I could never write my true emotions in it, though, in case anyone read it.
Poor you, yeah. I never really had that. It's a dramatic true emotion. You think I was going to read it?
I feel like as if...
Who was going to read it?
I was listening to a podcast of...
I know what you mean, though.
Of a spy who says that he was on the podcast, and he was saying how anyone can intercept your emails or your phone at any time. And I always think, I never want to write something down that I would be like... I wouldn't want someone else to read.
Later on in life. Like if you said, child rearing is so difficult, and then you would think that in the future your daughter might read that and think, mum was...
Because it's like in the context, isn't it? It's like a specific moment, but it's obviously... It's a really good thing to do if you feel like you want to, because you're just putting everything out there. But I think for me personally, I'd probably want to burn it afterwards. Like a cathartic thing. Like write down all the things that you want to let go of, say, and then put them in a little fire or something.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want people to just...
to just take it out of context. I know what you mean.
Take it out of context, or just read it and think, I mean, nothing ever happened, but I mean, nothing. But like you say, if you have a fight with someone, then... Do you want that fight to be written down when the next day you resolve it? I suppose next day you'd have to write. Then I feel as if I would have to be more like accurate. And then the next day, actually we made up, we did this.
The thing is, if you do write, you had a fight, then you would have to write the explanations why. And then
Yes, and then-
in writing the explanations why sometimes it helps you see both sides clearer as well.
Yeah, but then I think the next day I would have to say why, just in case anyone read it. I mean, we've got all Mum's diaries. I've
We
never
do.
read them yet.
No, we have read some of them that are
Not
referring to
really.
us.
I haven't.
When we were little, surely.
No.
Have we never opened
We've
them?
never read them.
What were they? Letters we read
No,
then?
no, we read letters, but her diaries, we've still got them. We've never read them.
My goodness me.
She used to be quite factual, though. I don't think she wrote
I don't
anything.
think she wrote anything, but it would be interesting.
We could maybe get them out.
I mean-
now. I mean, it's like 15 years she passed away or more now, I think. I mean, she never
What?
said we couldn't read
She
them.
didn't, no.
She didn't say, don't read my diaries
You're
in the
going to get
future,
the
burn
reparation.
them.
We're going to be opening up. I don't know. No wonder you don't want. You didn't want to write anything in your diary. If that's what you're. I mean, what we're going to do with these diaries? How many are there? There's millions. There's loads of them. Isn't there loads of
There's
those red
loads of-
books?
there's
Like
loads
those
of diaries.
red.
She used to write one every year. She's got them back from when we were born.
Goodness me, gosh.
We've
We
got-
have never opened them.
I've never read them out of respect. But I think I might. I mean, I think enough time has passed.
Enough time has
I
passed.
mean, I was watching a series. That's probably what made me think of it. I've been watching this series called Black Cake or something about
Yeah.
this Caribbean lady that went and she moved to England and everything as an immigrant. And then she had all these secrets in her past.
Wow.
And then she left like recordings for her children to listen to, her grown-up children, and revealing all her past and everything. But I don't know. It's.
I don't
it's
think
a
Mum
good-
would have written anything that she
would
didn't want
have
us to
definitely
read.
not, and she would have told us not to read them.
She would have
was
done
very
s-
clear.
She was very clear. She would have done something in her older age. She would have thrown them away herself or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all her history. She'd probably be really proud if we read them.
she would.
I
be.
mean, I
no,
don't
because
know.
She
It's
never
gonna be-
said not to.
She didn't.
No, she never said don't read them.
No, she never did.
No,
no,
so she would have.
be.
She would have said, "He had, don't read the diary."
This is getting so emotional. Talking about emotional stability, we have to go onto this road of having to. Honestly, this is what life is like. You open
This
one
is
thing
what
up.
the podcast is. But
Yeah.
if you have if you have things, you can write things down and you can think, is it okay if it stays like that?
Yeah, yeah.
If it stays like that and you're happy with it, well, good. I mean, fine. But if you think one day someone might read it and they might get the wrong end of the stick, then maybe, do something.
Yeah. Most of the time that's but of course it's written proof, isn't it?
It's written
If you're
in a court of law.
I don't know what we're going on about, honestly, in a court.
This is something funny we'll be thinking about. It's
we'll
a
be-
gratitude thing. It's a fun thing.
It's a fun thing because thankfully, we believe our mum had nothing to worry about. She was a perfectly wonderful person and she would have no problems in any court of law.
No, she wouldn't.
But it's just to say that obviously it's a written word, isn't it? It's going to stay there. It stays. So if there's a thought that you rather just have that thought, you can think it and then let it pass.
Yeah.
Because, it's one of those thoughts that you don't want to be hanging around.
Yeah, or you can write it down and then burn it.
Well, it's like what I used to write. I hate my French teacher, poor guy.
Yeah.
Not my French teacher, he was probably okay. It was probably more my maths teacher because I felt I wasn't being understood by that person because I couldn't understand maths and I was not being understood. So I would say I hate that. When you're a kid, you're always hating everything.
Yeah, but you were just like 8 and
Yes.
something, 9 or something.
Probably, 10, 11.
10. You can't take that. But I mean, adult diaries is what I'm talking about.
Adult diaries are more tricky. I do have some of my more adult diaries when I've gone through them, like when I was 33, 34 years old, and I had a terrible fight with Giorgio and this
But
and
did
that.
you fix it the next day? Yeah.
Well, then I would always write I fixed it.
You were like, I love him.
Yeah. I would always write it afterwards, but yeah.
Well, That's what
That's-
happens.
these
This
are
is what happens.
emotions,
But
this is
everybody deals with their. What I want to say is everybody deals with their emotions in different ways. We've decided to do it like this, and it's healthy for us. But you may decide that you love writing it down, and you like to revisit it in a year, and you'll know what happened and how it was. So it doesn't have to be so literal or factual.
No.
So it can be like a
Just
release,
a healing.
just a release and a healing of all your emotions, and then perhaps you can write all the negative things, but then all the positive things about that person as well. So it's more balanced. So because it's never just one way, is
No,
it?
no.
It's always two way. Anyway, let us know what you think of this week's episode of Get Real with the English Sisters. We're available on Apple Podcasts. We are all podcast
Spotify.
apps. Yeah. YouTube too. And we are therapists and we're here to help you. And if you'd like a discount, go to our website and you can have an extra 20% off any therapy session if you're a listener of the podcast. See you next week. Lots of love and smiles from the English Sisters. Bye.